Dig it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show.
Stage, right.
Now we had opportunity to get our hands on a demo of the upcoming game Red Faction Guerilla. Take a look at this trailer of the game, and we will give you our impression in a minute.
That's right.
You arrived on Mars as our liberators, the Earth Defense Force, guardians of humanity's next frontier. But instead of freeing the citizens of Mars, you imprisoned them. And now, you are our enemy. You are our target. You are our war. Consider this a declaration of our independence.
So we've had some time playing the demo, before it's released to the public. Now, some facts about the game. Red Faction Guerilla is an open-world, futuristic sci-fi shooter and the third in the Red Faction franchise. Now, it takes place 45 years after Red Faction 2. Now, you play as Alec Mason, a miner-turned guerrilla fighter, when his brother's death is caused by the oppressing Earth Defense Force. Okay, now this is a lowdown of the game. It is a third-person shooter, and it's a departure from the first two games, which were first-person shooters themselves.
Okay.
Now, the single-player experience has about 120 full missions across like an open-world map. There's 34-plus unique vehicles that you can hijack, and 24-plus melee and projectile weapons to cause destruction and damage around the Martian terrain. Now, what makes Red Faction unique is a GeoMod 2.0 destructible environment feature, and this means that every structure in the open world is destructible. Okay, besides the land and like the mountains, you can't terraform.
Yeah.
You can just destroy structures.
Okay.
So buildings, from buildings to signposts to fences, everything is destructible and everything
what
has
do you mean
layers.
by terraform?
Terraform is you can't create craters or build mountains, or sort of like create your own like makeshift hill or anything like that. So you cannot destroy like the land itself, like the Martian land itself, but you can destroy everything else. From vehicles to walls to signposts, lampposts, buildings. Like you can see right here, in the demo itself we hopped on into this thing called like the Walker, and it's totally insane. Once you get into this thing, you can just walk through stuff. Walk through whole buildings. Nothing is spared. You can just destroy everything.
In each and every feature that you walk through, it sort of interacts with you, right? As in, like when you walk through it, it just like spins out of control.
No, yeah, exactly. It's not a pre-rendered. It's not a pre-rendered program where if you hit something, it's always going to fall right. It's always going to fall left. Because it's so taxing on the console. If you hit something, it'll just fall apart.
Yep.
It'll calculate the velocity and the angle which you're in, and it'll just fall apart.
You think this is taking Xbox to the limits?
It is actually Volition. Volition is who make Red Faction Guerilla. They also have made Saints Row 2. We interviewed some of the developers from Saints Row 2.
Right.
And now Volition has said that it pushed the 360 to the limit to balance the game out, which to have a good frame rate and also to have good graphics at the same time.
Okay.
It didn't have the same problem with the PS3, so we will actually talk more about console wars later. But yeah, it didn't. Volition actually had trouble trying to balance the game, but I think they did a really good job.
Yeah.
The game will be released on Xbox 360 and the PS3, and also Microsoft Windows by June 12th. Now, the single-player campaign is very much like the mission map structure in Saints Row 2, if you're familiar with it. So you get an open-world map, and you can actually choose where to go and which missions to go to. Now, the demo we played was really short, and it represents actually just a really small part of a bigger map.
Yeah.
And it does not really. There's no exposition on the character or the story, so it's still shrouded in a lot of mystery. I still don't know much about this Alec Mason guy or why he's forming a guerrilla faction against like the government.
Well,
anyway,
more previews later.
Now you should expect multiplayer game mode similar to Team Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch called Team Anarchy, and there's an offline multiplayer mode called Wrecking Crew, where the objective is to cause as much destruction in limited amount of time.
Okay,
So I'm really looking forward to the
there you
game.
have it. Stay tuned.